Okay, let's keep the D in questions 1. So for D, we want to draw a database diagram for this problem. So we are not using the SQL Studio to draw the diagram. We're gonna make it by our own. So we're gonna use a tool to draw this diagram. So it's gonna be similar with these questions too, and also like in the last questions in assignment 302, we also need to draw this database diagram. It's similar. Let's start. So to draw it, we need to use one website, so which is the diagrams.net. So make sure you have the app.diagram.net. If you didn't type the app, you might be blocked. So once we are here, I think if you haven't used it before, you need to sign it up with username or like your Google account. So what I did, I just already signed in, so I'm gonna create a new diagram. So you can choose. There's different kind of diagram you can use. My preference, I'm gonna use a blank one. For this one, we draw it. Maybe I'll say repair shop, right? And also you need to save the place. It's okay wherever you want to save. You can save it in my Google Drive if you like, or you can save it in your device. Okay, you can just click save. Okay, now I'll save it in week 7. That works for me. Okay, so now let's start. As you can see on the left side, we have a lot of tools help us to draw different tables. So what we can use here will be the entity relationship chart here. So we have a lot. I personally like this one. This is the most simple one we can use. So to remember, for like star schema, we usually including like the fact table in the center and the several different dimension tables around the fact table, right? So for each dimension table, it's including 2 things. One is the key value that able to connect them with the fact table with different IDs. And also we need to have like the attribute could explain the key value, right? The dimension. So let's start. The first one we can use these are the dimension we found from the questions. We'll start with maybe mechanic. I like this one. So we can just simply type mechanic, right? And for each dimension, again, it starts with their ID. So you can use mechanic ID, or you can use just use something to represent the ID. But you have to make sure you're able to separate this ID with other IDs. Okay, so let's the key values, and we also need to add some attribute. Maybe I'll say different name, right? And like it might be including, or you can separate them into last name and the first name. And moreover, if you want to add more rows, you can just click this button here. So we have last name, and also we want to add 2 more maybe. So this one, I'll say the title, right? If you remember TLE, yeah, we have chief mechanic or maybe non-chief mechanic. It could be binary values for this one. And moreover, we will have maybe the years of experience. Yes, experience. Okay, so they all works. So for me, at least for each dimension, I want you to have at least 2 attributes. So maybe you only has like 2 like names, title. That works for me. Moreover, let's build more, because we have several dimensions, right? We just drag them into different place. And let's see what is the next one. So the next one I want to have maybe time or date or time. I will say that time. Okay, because their dimension, let's add some name in front of dim underscore dim and time. For this one, we will have time ID, right? Maybe different years. Year and different month and different day of week. Yep. And what else we can add? Different, maybe day of week or different day of month. A quarter, right? We can add a quarter. Okay, yeah. That's why I have this one deleted. Okay, great. So this is the second dimension tables we want to build. And moreover, what else we have? We have diagnosis, right? So let's starting to build a diagnosis. I'll say dim diagnosis. I'll say dim. Maybe I'll say diagnose. GNOSIS for diagnosis, and also name some name like we have the ID, right? DIG, DRAG, name, ID. They will be better. And moreover, we could have description, which is what they mean here, a code. So description, a code. Yeah, I think that's it. If you have too many, you can delete them. Next one, I'll say DIM. What is that? Vehicle, right? Yes, we have vehicle. And the vehicle ID, VEH ID. And all the vehicle ID could be make certain type, make and certain type. So I say type, and this one I'll say make, right? Yep. Okay, make, and the years, what year it made. Okay, it looks great to me. I'll say delete this part and need one more. Next one, I want to have a service. We haven't got it done yet. So service. For the service ID SEV. It's including different code. If I didn't make it wrong, right? For service, we have code and description. So we can just change them, code and description. Since we have different, like, did you say like both diagnosis and service have description and code, and we need to separate them. We don't want to use the same name. So maybe this one I'll say DIG, DIAG, DSP, DDS, okay, and DRAG, code. Great, looks great to me. Okay, for this one, I'll say service code, and the service description. Okay, so the next one will be we're gonna add the most important things, which is in the center, that is fact table, right? So fact table means like we're gonna combine all the table together and build the fact tables, and it should including different key values. That's a value connect with each dimensions. And also we have like some numerical values, including like the methods, the calls, or the time. So let's start. So for fact tables, we always call it fact table. So I'll name it FACT. And this one, since this store has a repair store, right? So I'll say like repair, IEPAIR, and the repair like store service. Yeah. I see. Okay, so that looks great to me. Whatever name you want to use, they all could become right. So don't worry about the name. So for the repair service, we need different key value, right? The key values is a case like the primary key or foreign key neck with different dimensions. So you can just copy this name, or you can just type it. And also we have a time ID. And what else? We have the AG ID. Just make sure the name is cohesive. And we need more. I'll say like duplicate more. Okay. And we need at least 3 more. So this one I'll say it is DRM. Oh no. DRAT. I'll have it. Okay. I'll say this one vehicle ID. We have diagnosis ID, service ID, SEV. 好吧 OK. Let me change it a little bit. Say service ID, SERVICE. And moreover, we need to add the matter of the fact tables, right? So for the matter of fact tables, so the matters could be including, let's go back to this one. It's including the average cost of service and something they care about, also the time in services. So I'll say like cost, and one more, this one maybe should be the time in services. So I'll say time and services. Great. Okay, so looks good to me. So that's all the tables we have. As you can see, we have the central table, which is the fact tables, and also we have different dimension table. So now we need to build the connections between dimension table and the fact table. Oh, I forgot something, right? I forgot to name it the foreign key or primary key, right? Okay, yes. So okay, doesn't matter. Okay, let's start. So for the times, when I move, like the table is easy to be changed. This too is so funny. Okay, so let's see the parentheses. I'll say this is primary key, definitely, and I also like the foreign key. And PK and foreign key. We just name it like as foreign key and PKs. So because it's PKs in the dimensions, foreign keys here, so we put both of them here. So for this one, I'll say pop PK, foreign key, and this one PK and foreign key, and this one PK and foreign key. These two, are they the primary key or foreign key? No, they're not, right? They're the methods of each record. And go back, so this ID is also like the primary key of this dimension table, which is the mechanic dimension table. This one, time ID, is like the primary key in time dimension table. PK, primary key for the diagnosis table, and primary key for the vehicle table, primary key for the service table. Okay,